Oh, what up? What do you think it says? Can we get this person the microphone back? Excuse me.
The question was, what was the sample?
Could you take the mic back to that person, please? The microphone. This is the fun part. Because that was a very good question. So, you know, since you asked it.
People have argued it for like 3 hours straight.
So, what was your argument?
I don't know what it's saying.
No, honestly, what did you think it said?
Relax yourself, girl. Peace at hand. That was wrong.
Go on, though. Go on. What is it? You asking me? You wrote it. Relax yourself, girl. Please settle down. You want to say it in rhythm with us? Relax yourself, girl. Relax yourself, girl. There you go.
This is a question too, actually. You know, throughout the film, a lot of it was kind of placing, you know, Tip and Phife with that, you know, disagreement throughout the year and that relationship. And a lot of times, in a lot of scenes, I noticed you was kind of in the background, just very quiet. And so I kind of want to know, what was your mindset, you know, throughout this period, and what role did you play? Were you just kind of active listener, you know, for everyone to kind of vent with, or, you know, where were you at during that time?
Well, my role at the beginning and end of anything is to be a brother. And I don't know if you have siblings. You know, some people who have siblings at maybe 4, 5, 6, you can get more of a greater dynamic than maybe just like 1 and 2. But for me, my role, I think in life, is to be of balance. So, music, no music, Q-Tip and Phife are my brothers. And since my role, I don't know, the way God made me is to be of calm and try to be self-reflecting as I'm listening. You gotta listen. And in listening, absorb instead of just speaking. So that's what I've done. I don't know really how to answer that question any differently. You know, maybe he can answer that question, because for me, I'm just living and breathing is the way God made me. And I'm a team player.
Hi, my question is for Michael, actually. Aside from the Tribe being an amazing, influential group, what was your motivation behind actually wanting to do this documentary?
First of all, I forgot to say one other person that's here is Pharrell. He's somewhere in there. And he was very supportive throughout the whole process. My inspiration for doing the film was, I was at the last show that A Tribe Called Quest did in 1998 at Tramps in New York. And at that show, I said to my friend, I feel like my parents are getting divorced. Again. And it's a whole other thing. But you know, for me, A Tribe Called Quest, if you grew up listening to hip hop in what I refer to as the first generation of it, A Tribe Called Quest, the Jungle Brothers, Public Enemy, Eric B. and Rakim, Big Daddy Kane, the list goes on and on. Those people, they were like superheroes. Like Q-Tip, Phife, Dawg, Ali Shaheed Muhammad, Eric B. and Rakim. They were like superheroes. So, you know, 25 years later, I was curious what their story was. You know, to me, Tribe Called Quest in hip-hop is the same as the Beatles, the Rolling Stones. And those groups have been documented beautifully over and over and over again. And to me, I wanted to go back and find out what their story was. So that's really what the inspiration was. And fortunately, you know, we got it done.
Hello. First things first, Mike, one filmmaker to another, thank you. Thank you for doing this. Thank you so much. 2 other questions. One, Mike, what were you shooting on? Because I noticed, you know, you mentioned a lot of filmmakers, a lot of people helped you with it. What were you shooting on? What sort of formats? And also, Phife, how are you doing now, health-wise?
My DP, Robert Benavides, and Deborah Koffler, they both did all the shooting. But we shot on an HVX for the most part. We got in some 16 millimeter footage, which was just, I don't know, that was kind of like, it had to, if you're making a film, there's got to be at least one frame of actual film. So that's what we shot on, most of the HVX. And I'll let Phife answer his question about the hell.
I'm doing fine. Everything is good. Shout out to my wife, good looking mom. You know what I'm saying? And I think one of the reasons, I mean, physically, it wasn't that bad. I think mentally it was worse at one point. And because I have such a loving family, my wife, my stepson, my mom's, my dad, my little brother, you know, all my family out here in New York, it was difficult because I'm way on the West Coast as well as Atlanta, mainly on the West Coast. But it was hard for them because my grandmother was sick at the same time. And I lost her like last June. But the good thing about my grandmother, she was able to see me getting that transplant and all of that came to fruition. So I'm good. And the crazy thing is, when I was sick, we were traveling, we were touring, I was lugging a bunch of medicine and all of that. And it was difficult performing on that stage. But now that I'm better, the world's in trouble. So thank God. Word up.
Hi, Ali and Emily. Is there a record that you absolutely loved in the beginning that you can't stand to listen to right
Absolutely.
now?
I'll let you answer that. First, we might have different opinions, but...
Wait, you guys are not gonna have different opinions. I'm here all week, folks. Is this thing on? Try to feel it's unbelievable.